Am I audible? Please tell me in the comments if I am audible. Good afternoon, everyone. So this is the first marathon in a series of marathons. We call it CAT before CAT. I know I'm not visible right now, but I will be in a few seconds. So how will it go? Every Saturday there will be a live marathon. Then there will be practice session. Live marathon will be taken by me or Sajjan sir, depending on the topics. Practice session by Indrajeet sir. And after that, on the AI-based mock platform that we have developed, we'll be having a topic sectional test. So this is an idea in which we are thinking of helping all the people, even if there are students or not, that doesn't matter, so that in the last few months of CAT preparation, they get the best content possible. This is the first marathon. Well, so in front of you, you might be, you can see that the step 1, today it is numbers marathon, taken by me, and those who do not know me, my name is Abhishek Leela Pandey, and I have scored 99 percentile in row, 4 times in a row, basically, and 770 in GMAT. I am Kozhikode. By profession, I am a mathematician and an author, and also take care of the content and delivery at iQuanta. I'm working here as Chief Academic Officer. Step 2. So after marathon is over, the next week there will be 40 to 50 questions from CAT, which will be taken care by Indrajeet sir, who happens to be the CEO and founder of this company. And then there will be, on our mock platform, there will be a topic-wise test on the topics that we have covered on Saturday. Alright, so here you can see the first marathon is of numbers, second is of arithmetic, then we have algebra, then PNC, and then geometry. So all these marathons will be taken by me, LRDI will be taken by Sajjan sir, and BRC will be taken by me again. Hope that's clear. So mark your calendars, and every Saturday we all will be meeting each other. Yes, the sectional test will be available for all the students, whether they are from iQuanta or not. By the way, all these, for LRDI, Sajjan sir, for VRC, Jayant, it will be me only. By the way, so we will be covering all the topics as mentioned on the board, and the topics that will be covered, we will not be discussing the concepts, actually we will be discussing questions only. So all the concepts will be taken care by questions itself. So based on the questions, whatever concepts are there, we will be discussing that. Clear? I hope that is clear. Well, so here comes the first question in front of you. Recording will be available, it will be on YouTube forever, also on Facebook, iQuanta public group. Anshika, VRCDLR will be happening after quant is over. Alright. So the question says, ABC is a 3-digit number such that ABC is equal to 5 times AB plus BC plus CA, where AB, BC and C are all 2-digit numbers. Find the total number of possible values for the number ABC. फ्यूचर एंटरप्रेन्योर नंबर सिस्टम दोबारा शुरू नहीं कर रहे हैं. These are the most relevant CAT level questions which we'll be discussing in the marathons. It's not that we are restarting numbers now. In case you have friends who are not a part of iQuanta but are preparing for CAT, then share the link with them also. Stuck at the first question, Akanksha? No worries. Okay. Some people have got the answer already. They're saying it should be 3. Let's check this out. A 3-digit number. Now, the concepts will also be discussed through the questions. So, whenever we have a 3-digit number, we can write it as 100 times A plus 10 times B plus C. Why that happens? Because if I write the numbers A, B, C, this is units place, this is tens, and this one is hundreds, right? So, normally when you expand numbers, you multiply the digits by the places and then add them up. Clear? प्रांशु, बिगिनर्स के लिए बहुत फायदा नहीं होगा, but yeah, it will of course help. 100A plus 10B plus C is 3-digit number. This is equal to, now we have a 2-digit number, AB. When it is a 2-digit number, automatically B will be at units position and A will be at tens position. So now I can equate this to 5 times AB can be written as 10A plus B. BC will be 10B plus C, and CA will be 10C plus A. Bracket closed. So let us open the bracket and try to manipulate the equation. All right. So this will be 100A plus 10B plus C will be equal to, here we have 10A plus A. Overall, we will be having 11A, 11B and 11C, right? So if I open the bracket, I will get 55 times A plus 55 times B plus 55 times C. If I bring A and B here and send C in the right hand side, I will be getting 45 times A minus 45 times B will be equal to 54 times C. Why have I done it? Because you need to understand, in the left hand side we are having 45, so we can take 45 common. Okay? Well, let's take that common. So A minus B, if I keep inside the bracket and send 45 to the right hand side, it will just divide 54, and 9 6 are 54, 9 5s are 45. Now once we have obtained this, and A, B, C are actually digits, that means the value of C has to be a multiple of 5. Can I say that? This is the concept which even beginners can understand, right? अगर C 5 के अलावा कुछ और होगा, तो it will not be a proper integer, it will become a fraction, isn't it? So C can be 5, 10, 15, etc. But at the same time, C is a single digit, so the only possible value of C is 5. Can I say that? Can we say that? Yes or no? Tell me in the comments. Is that understood? C एक single digit number है और 5 का multiple भी है, तो ऐसा एक ही possibility, it is 5. So now we have understood the value of C is 5. So if the value of C is 5, 5 and 5 get cancelled, the value of A minus B will be 6. Clear? The value of A minus B will be 6. Now B can be 0, that is a possibility. B can actually be 0, but A cannot be 0 because A is the starting number, isn't it? Okay? 10, 15 are not possible. They are not possible at all. Cool. C cannot be 0. C cannot be 0 also. Why? Because if you see, CA is a 2-digit number. If CA is a 2-digit number, that means C cannot be 0. Understood? All of you? Neither A nor B nor C can be 0. Because in the 2-digit numbers, A, B and C all are occurring at the first place. Cool. Okay, so A minus B is 6. What does that mean? Now the question becomes very easy. We have A minus B as 6. That means 6 minus 0 is a possibility. 7 minus 1 is a possibility. 8 minus 2 is also a possibility. 9 minus 3 is also a possibility, but this is not possible. Nothing can be 0. As I said, A, B, C, they can never be 0. So we will be having only these 3 combinations. We'll go with option C. Clear? Answer is 3, not 4. Answer is 3. Clear, all of you? Is that understood by each and every one? Now, we need to understand what all things have we learned by this question. There are 2 things that we have learned. First, that how to represent 3-digit and 2-digit numbers, that is the first thing. And the second thing is that the starting digit can never be 0. Cool? Chalo, perfect. So we have 1, 2 and 3 possibilities. And also, keep on making notes, the 2 things that we discussed, 2 basic concepts that we discussed. No, Anushka, we cannot take 10. They are single digits. Anushka, एक बात बताओ मेरे को, A, B, C single digits होंगे ना, 1 से 9 तक ही तो होंगे. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 और 9. कभी देखा है 10 is not a single digit number. 10 is a 2-digit number. नमन, C की वैल्यू 5 कैलकुलेट हमने इसीलिए की थी, उसी से तो हमें A minus B 6 मिला. That was the ratio of A minus B and C, isn't it? Chalo, coming to question number 2. The digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are each used once to compose a 5-digit number A, B, C, D, E such that the 3-digit number A, B, C is divisible by 4, B, C, D is divisible by 5 and C, D, E by 3. Find the digit A. You have 3 minutes to solve this question. Tell me the answers. Yogansh, C was not written as 10. कहाँ लिखा था 10? लिखा ही नहीं ऐसा तो. 10 तो हो ही नहीं सकता. कुछ लोग पूछ रहे थे तो I was just telling them कि 10 is not possible. प्रतीक, C was 5 because we got 6 by 5 times C. और नीचे वाले 5 को कैंसिल होना था C से. So C has to be a multiple of 5. That's what we discussed. No, but yes, it will be available later. It will be saved as a recording. Mahesh, we have to find the digit A. The last line is find the digit A. The first digit actually, no? The digit A we have to find out. Nice. Let's discuss the question. The number is A, B, C, D and E. Certain some information is given over here. This ABC is divisible by 4. What is the divisibility rule of 4? The divisibility rule of 4 is last two digits must be divisible by 4. That means BC, the number BC should be divisible by 4, right? Okay, then it says BCD is divisible by 5. So that means the last digit should be either 0 or 5, but among these digits we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 is not possible. So D is definitely 5. Can we say that? From this statement, can we say that, yes or no? We can say that, right? BCD is divisible by 5, so D can only have 5 among these digits. CD okay, by 3, that means C plus D plus E should be divisible by 3. These are the conditions that we have. D is for sure 5. I'll put 5 over here. All right. Okay. And BC must be divisible by 4. That means C can only be an even number. Can we say that? Yes or no? Is that right? C can only be an even number. Yes or no? Tell me in the comments. C can never be odd. So the only possibilities that we have for C is either 2 or 4, right? Is that right? D cannot be 0. I just explained that. Okay. C can be either 2 or 4. Okay, cool. Now we can look at this because for B and A we have no information. We had information for D that we already used. Okay, now think about the information that you have. For C we had information because of this, so we decided C can be either 2 or 4. For C plus D plus E we have information that is divisible by 3. Okay, so there are two cases. If I take C as 2, this is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. What can come in place of E so that this becomes divisible by 3? Can I put 1 over there? 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 is not divisible by 3. I cannot put 1. Okay. Can I put 3? 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 3 is 10. 3 is divisible? Abhi bhi nahi hai. No, not possible. 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 4 is 11. Not possible. So if I take C as 2, there is no possibility for E. That means C is definitely not 2. C must be 4 only. Is that clear? This is not possible. Let us talk about this one. Is that clear, all of you? Very good. I hope all of you are understanding. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. What things can be used? Can I use 1? 4 plus 5 plus 1? Nahi hoga. 4 plus 5 is 9 plus 2 is 11. 3 is divisible. Abhi bhi nahi hoga. 4 plus 5. Can I take 3 here? 4 plus 5 is 9 plus 3 is 12. Yes, this is possible. Now we are sure that 4 plus 5 plus 3, we are sure that C is 4, D is 5 and E is 3. That is what we are sure of. Clear? Now by using this information we can think about B. So when C is 4, how many numbers are remaining? Only 1 and 2 are remaining. If I put B as 1, 1 4 is 14. 14 is not divisible by 4, so B cannot be 1. B is definitely 2 and A is definitely 1. So 1 is our answer. The number is 1 2 4 5 3. Clear? So these are the questions in which a lot of logical reasoning and mathematical knowledge is required. Okay. So what is the learning from this question? The learning from this question is, through the divisibility rules, lot of conditions can be formed inside a question of numbers. Clear? 1, 2, 4, 5, 3 is the correct number. Perfect. Done. Cleared all of you? No queries at all? Oh, and I am, really expecting some really nice people over here who understand things. It's a beautiful question, of course. Apurva, these are CAT level questions. We will be touching all the aspects of numbers through questions. Coming to next one. N has f factors, 2n has 2f factors, 6n has 4f factors, 15n has 3f factors. How many factors 30n have? In this question, we need to use the formula for number of factors. Yes, Suraj, you can start it from here also. Right, Ravina. It is interesting. There's here 6f or 8f. Okay, let's see which one will be correct. All right. So we need to know about the formula of number of factors. Okay. So if we have a number, let's say the number is n, and if its prime factorized form is p to the power a multiplied by q to the power b multiplied by r to the power c and so on, where p, q, r etc. are prime numbers, a, b, c are natural numbers. So in this case, the number of factors, NOF is number of factors, will be equal to a plus 1 multiplied by b plus 1 multiplied by c plus 1 and so on. Like it depends on how many primes we have. So we just add 1 to the powers and then multiply them all. Clear? That is what? That is how we count the number of factors. Okay, Ria? I think it's clear now. For example, okay, I'll give you examples also. Let's say we have number like 30. 30 is 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1. Number of factors will be, we'll just add 1 to the powers. That is 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1. And just multiply them. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. We have 8 factors of 30. I hope it is clear. The formula is clear to all of you. Well, we'll use this formula in this question. So it says the number n has how many factors? F factors. 2n has 2f factors. By the way, the moment we see it, something should come in our mind. Something very interesting should come in our mind. What? कैसे होगा? 2 multiply करते ही number of factors भी double हो गए. What does that mean? Can I say that whatever the number was, and was a number like this, it can be this. But one thing we are sure of, that n did not have 2 as a prime factor. Can we say that? 2 वहाँ पे नहीं रहा होगा. समझना इस बात को. 2 वहाँ पे नहीं रहा होगा. क्यों? Why? The moment, so if I assume that this is the number of factors are a plus 1 multiplied by b plus 1 multiplied by c plus 1, And in this case, when they multiplied by 2, the number of factors become 2 multiplied by this whole. Here the power of 2 is 1. So can I say that this is how the number will become once multiplied by 2. When I multiplied by 2, the number of factors became double. That automatically means that 2 as a prime factor was not there in the original number. Clear? This is something which we have understood by looking at this. Now, is that possible? Now, is it understood? Of course, odd number होगा. अगर 2 एक factor नहीं है, तो वो odd number ही होगा. I'll repeat this concept again. Those who could not understand. थोड़ा और मैं simple number लेता हूँ. मान लेते हैं कि n is nothing but 7. Okay, let n be 7. Let n be 7. Now you'll understand it. How many factors does n have? कितने factors हैं? Power is 1. The number of factors is 1 plus 1. That is 2. Right? Right? Okay. I'm taking one more example. If n is 2 multiplied by 7. Okay. Both the examples. Here, how many factors do we have? Here we have 4 factors. Now understand this. Okay. I am taking 2 examples. In one, 2 is not there. In the other example, 2 is there. Okay. Okay. I'm explaining again with the help of example. So, here we have 2 factors, here 4 factors. Now, if I multiply this by 2, coming to 2n, this will be 2 to the power 1 multiplied by 7 to the power 1. The number of factors will be 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1. That is 2 into 2, or we can say 4. Dekho, 2n has double the factors, isn't it? Here we had 2, here we had 2 multiplied by 2. In this case, what will happen? If I take 2n, this becomes 2 square multiplied by 7 to the power 1. Number of factors is 2 plus 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1. That is 3 into 2, or we can say 6. So here we had 4 factors, here we have 6 factors. Double नहीं हो रहा ना? 2 की पावर अगर 1 बढ़ रही है तो ये पूरा डबल नहीं हो रहा. वो तभी हो पाएगा जब 2 शुरुआत में नहीं था n के अंदर. Now is it clear to all of you? Now is this clear? So we can say n is definitely odd. Cool? N is definitely odd. Tell me in the comments. Be quick. Example दिखाई दे गया. पहले वाले n के केस में I did not take 2. In second I took 2. So when I did not take 2, तो factors double हो रहे हैं. जब मैं 2 ले रहा हूँ वहाँ पे तो factors double नहीं हो रहे. So now we are sure. All right. So now we have identified that n is definitely odd. इससे मालूम पड़ गया. यहाँ देखो 6n has 4 f factors. I'm just erasing all of this. I hope you have noted it down. Well, coming back to the question, n has f factors, 2n has 2f factors, which means n is odd. n के अंदर 2 नहीं है. When we took 6n, it has 4f factors. What is 6n, by the way? 6n is 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by n. Now you must understand one thing over here. The moment 3 is introduced, 3 is a prime number which has the power of 1. I'm introducing only 3. The moment I introduce 3, the number of factors again get doubled, isn't it? Again get doubled. What does that mean? That means n में 3 भी नहीं था. Even 3 was not a factor of n. Clear? Is that cool? 3 isn't a factor of n. Following the same logic which we followed for the previous one. तो क्या हुआ? n में जो कुछ भी था यहाँ पे 2 की पावर 1 आई. तो in terms of factors 1 plus 1 into 2 हो गया. यहाँ पे 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1, 2 into 2, 4 हो गया. Is it making sense to all of you? Yes or no? So 2 is also introduced. It was not there in original number. 3 is also introduced. It was not there in the original number. Yes or no? Do you get it? All of you, tell me in the comments. Be quick. Coming to last one, 15n. 15n has 3f factors. F से triple हुआ है. Okay, cool. We have 3 to the power 1 here, 5 to the power 1 multiplied by n. This brings out 3f factors. 3 तो पक्का नहीं था, ये तो पता ही है हमें. 3 पक्का नहीं था. That is what we know. But 5 इसमें पक्का रहा होगा. Yes or no? 5 पक्का रहा होगा. अगर 5 भी नया आता, अगर 5 भी नया आता, तो this would have been 4f. The way this was 4f, isn't it? So we are sure that n is multiple of 5. We are sure about that. Got it? Such a beautiful question is it? Isn't it? कितना मतलब एक छोटा सा जो factors, number of factors formula we have used to frame a question in which a lot of insights are there. N definitely has 5 as a factor. So to make our life easy, let us assume that n is nothing but 5. 5 ही मान लेते हैं. क्यों हम बड़ा नंबर लें? हमें अपना काम तो आसान करना है जिंदगी में. मुश्किल तो करना नहीं है. So I took n as 5 itself. चलो 5 ही मान लेते हैं. Clear? Now when n is 5, अब देखो everything will make sense. How many factors does n have? Tell me. Power is 1. We will be having 1 plus 1, that is 2 factors. Cool enough? Perfect. Okay, अब देखते हैं 2n. So the moment I make it 2n, this becomes 2 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1. We have 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1. Powers में 1 add किया, multiply किया. We got 4 factors. Making sense. Question पे बिल्कुल सही जा रहा है. Let's take 6n now. What is 6n? 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1. 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1. We will be having 8 factors now. Is it making sense? Of course it's making sense. 4f. यहाँ पे 2 था. 2 का 4 times is 8. It's making sense. Coming to 15n. 15n. It will again make sense. I think we have proved it already. Our question is how many factors would 30n have? Let's do that. 30. 2 की power 1, 3 की power 1, 5 की power 1, that is 30. And n is 5 that we have already assumed. So 5 to the power 2 हो जाएगा. This will be value of 30 times n. Is that clear? Yes or no? Right? Powers में 1 add करो and multiply. 1 plus 1, 2 into 2 into 3. You get 12 factors here. The 12 factors for 30n. 12 is 6 times of 2. 2 यहाँ पे f की वैल्यू हो गई. 6f will be the answer. Option B. That is what we'll go with. Isn't the question beautiful? मजा आया? Nupur, yeah, you can do this session, no problem, because the basic formula I'm already telling you. भविष्य 2 क्यों होगी? क्योंकि n तो 5 था ना, n was 5. 30 का 5 है और एक तो n खुद ही 5 है, तो 5 स्क्वायर हो गया, राइट? Got it? Shweta, I think you also got it now. 30 in itself is 2 into 3 into 5. एक 5 वहां से आया और एक n खुद 5 था, उसको भी लाया तो 5 स्क्वायर हो गया. Suchna, this is, I would say, a moderately difficult question, of course. What are the takeaways from this question? The takeaways are whenever the power changes, whenever the power gets multiplied by 2, that means a new prime has been introduced. A new prime factor has been introduced. That is the takeaway in this question. Okay, note it down. Note it down and tell me in the comments, noted. So whenever there is a the number of factors are there and they get doubled, that means a new prime number has been introduced. That is the takeaway. लिख लिया सब लोगों ने? Yeah, I'll solve 15 and once more, don't worry. But note this down. This is the takeaway. Noted? I won't explain the entire thing. You can just repeat the recording, but I'll just tell you 30n के बारे में. That is what I'm going to tell. N was 5. N was 5. It had two factors. 30n. What is 30n? What is 30? 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5, that is 30, and n itself is 5. So overall we have 2 to the power 1, 3 to the power 1, and 5 to the power 2. Number of factors is 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 1. 12 factors are there. 2 factors here, 12 factors here. 6 times हो गया factors का. That is why we marked 6 here. That's it. Nothing else. ठीक है? Yeah. The takeaway is whenever the number of factors get doubled, that means a new prime has been introduced. That's it. सबको समझ में आ गया? Next question. A number n has 5 factors between 1 and root n. How many factors does the number have? If we have two parts over here. First, हाँ हिमांशु, इस केस में आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा जैसे मैंने चेक किया. Two parts, n is a perfect square. Second part, n is not a perfect square. So this is also, one of the concepts. We'll discuss that. Let's solve the question first. शतांशु ऐसा नहीं कर सकते. 15 का 3 तो 30 का 6 जरूरी नहीं होगा. This one is an easy question. I use this question so that I can tell you a very beautiful concept about the factors. Well, so we need to understand one thing. Let us take a number. For example, if I take 25. Okay, let's take 36. I took 36 as a number. What all factors do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. There is one thing which you must understand. 1 and 36 when multiplied, they make 36. Similarly, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, if they are multiplied, we'll get 36 in all the cases. Right? Right? But this 6 is left alone. 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. So, we can have only 6, 2 बार 6 तो factor हो नहीं सकता. By the way, 6 happens to be the square root of 36, isn't it? Isn't it? Now, I'll take one more example. Let us take 30. 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. We have 8 factors over here. So 130 form a pair, 215 form a pair, 3 and 10 form a pair, 5 and 6 form a pair. Well, here you must understand this part. Here in case of 30 we had even number of factors In 36 we had odd number of factors. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे हर एक को अपना पेयर मिला, but यहाँ पे 6 को अपना पेयर नहीं मिला. 6 is left alone. So there one thing which we all should understand, that perfect squares have odd number of factors. Note this down. The first takeaway of this question is perfect squares have odd number of factors. बाकी सबके even number of factors होंगे. Is that clear, everyone? Tell me in the comments, noted and understood. Just tell that. Noted and understood. हर perfect square में बीच वाला factor जो होगा वो उसका square root ही होगा, and it won't be getting its pair, right? This is one thing. The other thing is, for all the numbers, the number of factors which are less than its square root will be equal to number of factors which are greater than its square root. 6 से कम 4 वैल्यूज हैं, 6 से बड़ी भी 4 वैल्यूज हैं. This is the second takeaway, right? 10 को पेयर मिला, 3 and 10. 3 and 10 is the pair. Okay. Now, मैंने क्या बोला, ध्यान सुनना आप लोग को. For any number, the number of factors which are less than square root or equal to those which are more than the square root. The same will happen over here also. What is 30 का square root? 30 का square root lie somewhere between 5 and 6. Yes or no? So number of factors which are less than root 30 is equal to number of factors which are more than root 30. So we can generalize it. The second takeaway, for any number n, the number of factors from 1 to root n will be equal to number of factors from root n to n, right? Can we say that? Can we say that the number of factors of n from 1 to root n is equal to the number of factors of n from root n to n? In case of 30, the square root was irrational. In case 36, square root is rational because 30 is perfect square, 30 is not a perfect square. And that is what the question also asks about. Cool? Coming back to the question now. 1 से लेके रूट n के बीच में 5 फैक्टर्स हैं. 1 to root n we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factors, right? So root n से n के बीच में भी उतने ही factors होंगे. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factors, isn't it? Is that right? When it is a perfect square, then root n will also be counted. If it is not a perfect square, then root n won't be counted. Clear? So for perfect square, it will be having 13 factors. For not a perfect square, it will be having only 12 factors. Option A is correct. Is that clear? Clear to all of you? This is such a nice question, and there were 2 takeaways from this specific question. So all the questions would be giving you, would just be, we'll be revising the entire number system through the questions itself. 13 for square and 12 for non-perfect square. Dipanshu, कि square root तो count हो जाएगा ना उसमें? सबको समझ में आ चुका है? Now, you know what? When I showed you these 2 examples, I think I have made something very clear, that the logic behind this explanation is now clear to you, and you won't be ever forgetting now. हिमांशु, हाँ, दोनों बातें ठीक हैं. 13 कैसे गिन लो ना, कृषि का ऊपर लिखा तो है. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 तो है ही है. And if it is a perfect square, the root n will be rational, तो 13वां भी हो जाएगा. Why not 11 or 10? Kajal, because it's written between 1 and root n लिखा है. 1 और root n को include नहीं किया गया है Kajal. Try to read the questions properly. 5 factors between 1 and root n. It doesn't mean that we are including 1 and root n. समझ गए? यही प्रॉब्लम था, लोगों ने 1 को पहले ही काउंट कर लिया है. Isn't it? So now this is CAT. Even after know all the things, you might mark wrong option. और ऑप्शन बनाए भी ऐसे गए कि लोग मार्क कर दें. क्यों? क्योंकि वो ये between देखना भूल जाएंगे. So when it happens, now there is something which I want to tell you about CAT. When you sit in the CAT, there are things which you know, but still you mark it wrong. Why? Because you don't read the question carefully. This is a takeaway which is universal for all sorts of questions, that you need to read the questions carefully. That is something which we need to always care about. Next, the sum of 20 numbers may or may not be distinct is 801. What is their minimum possible LCM? This question is actually going to blow your mind. A very beautiful question. इसे solve करो. You have 3 minutes. Akhil has given an answer. He says it's D. Okay, Bhanu says it's B. Harsh says it's C. चलो तीनों ही ऑप्शन आ गया. अब कोई A बोल देगा. Thanks, Akshi. Make you can get 1 to 2 questions from numbers, but indirectly there can lot of questions which can be solved by using the concepts of numbers. Indirect काफी इसका benefit हो सकता है. Okay, so let us solve this question. I know you will actually feel elated and excited. अभी किसने बोला था कि numbers इतना अच्छा होता है? मुझे पता ही नहीं था. Who was that? कि तो बड़ा Ravina, are you there? You would again say the same thing. The question looks difficult, but this becomes very easy. See, minimum possible LCM is what we are going to talk about. All right. Tell me something. If two numbers are same, like 2 and 2, the LCM will be 2 only, isn't it? LCM of any two numbers which are same, for example AA, it will be A only, right? Is that right? Is that right? Yes or no? By the way, if I need to find the LCM of two distinct numbers A and B, it will of course be great. If B is greater than A, then the LCM will always be greater than or equal to B. Yes or no? A और B. अगर B A का मल्टीपल है तो B will be the LCM. अगर नहीं है तो B से बड़ा LCM हो जाएगा. Can we say that? Let us take a few examples. So if I take LCM of, let's say, 3 and 6, it will be 6 only. Why? Because 6 is a multiple of 3. But if I take something like 3 and 7, it will be product of 3 and 7 because they are prime numbers, 21. तो हमेशा जो LCM होगा वो बड़े वाले नंबर के बराबर या उससे बड़ा ही होगा. The first takeaway, LCM of two numbers would always be greater than or equal to the larger number. Note it down and tell me in the comments. Note it. So minimum possible LCM will be found when both the numbers are equal. है ना? Minimum possible LCM can be found if it is a series of numbers. कोई बोलेगा बहुत सारे numbers हैं, यहाँ लिखा हुआ है may be or may not be distinct. So we'll find the minimum possible LCM if and only if we have maximum possible equal numbers, isn't it? Maximum possible equal numbers. I hope you wrote both the points down. Two takeaways from this question are there. Coming back to the question, can I say yes or no? If I want to solve this, the series of numbers, so I'll get the least LCM when I try to equate the maximum possible numbers in that series. Yes or no? Yes. Give a thumbs up if you have understood this concept. Maximizing the equal numbers. If I need to minimize the LCM of a given series, then in that case, I'll try to have maximum numbers equal. Good. So you guys have understood this? और यही हम यहाँ पे करने की कोशिश करेंगे. So, see, there are 20 numbers in totality and 801 is the sum. So if I divide 801 by 20, I get something which is more than 40. 40 point something is what I get, isn't it? Isn't it? So all the numbers should be very close to 40. That is what I will want. They should be very close to 40. Yes or no? सही बात है, ये बात सही है. ठीक है, इससे एक बात तो कंफर्म हो गई कि जो LCM होगा वो भाई 40 से तो बड़ा ही होने वाला है. 36 is of course not possible. Those who marked A, it is unfortunately wrong on all the possible levels. Logically wrong. ये हो ही नहीं सकता. The LCM has to be more than 40. Clear? Is this part clear? So now we're going to look at the options. Let us check for 42 first of all. So if I have 42, I want to maximize 42. Overall we have 20 numbers. Let us keep all the first 19 numbers equal to 42. We'll get 94, 76, 38. We'll get 798 as the sum. And for 801, 19 नंबर बराबर हो गए 42 और जो 20वां नंबर है 20वां नंबर that will be 3 only. So we have 19 times 42 in this series and 1 time 3. This is the actual series and this has to be the answer. Why? Because 42 is a multiple of 3. तो LCM 42 आ सकता है. समझ में आ गई बात ये? तो हमने क्या किया 19 नंबर्स को 42 मान लिया, 20th नंबर 3 आ गया, 3 उसमें अगर है पूरी सीरीज में तो 42 ही एलसीएम होगा. व्हाई? बिकॉज 42 इज अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 3. अगर यहां सपोज 5 आ जाता, 19 बनाने के बाद 3 ना होके 5 होता, तब एलसीएम 42 नहीं होता. व्हाई? बिकॉज 5 इज नॉट अ फैक्टर ऑफ 42. समझ में आ चुका है हर किसी को ये बात? दिस इज अ वेरी ब्यूटिफुल क्वेश्चन. If it was theta, Vaibhav, in that case, you would have checked for 41, and then for 42, at 42 you would have got the answer. Right, Vaibhav? Kundan, second वही था. If one number is factor of other, the other number will be the LCM. All right. Someone asked me, what if this was a theta question? Then क्या होता? तो हम क्या करते? यहाँ तक तो सेम ही रहता. After that, we would have started checking for 41. So let us solve it the way if it was a theta question. So I would have taken 41 for 19 numbers. 19 for 76. I'll get 779. How much is remaining? 21 plus 1. 22 is remaining. So there will be 19 numbers equal to 41 and one number equal to 22. 22 is not a factor of 41. That is why 41 is not possible. If it is theta question, फिर 42 पे काम करते, possible होता, that would have been your answer. Okay? Got it? If it was theta. I hope it's clear to all of you. Tanya, theta is type in the answer. In those questions, you won't get the options. You'll get a blank box in which you will be typing your answer through the keyboard. Okay, theta, I hope you got it. Type in the answer. Let's go to the next question. Which of the following numbers can be written as the sum of the squares of 3 odd natural numbers? Try to solve it. आदित्य, हमें मिनिमम निकालना था. 56, 60 तो करना ही नहीं है ना. देखो अवनीश, एक बात बताऊं. पहली बात तो ये कि 41 चेक करना ही नहीं चाहिए. पूछो क्यों? 41 भाई प्राइम नंबर है. प्राइम नंबर के वैसे ही 2 फैक्टर होते हैं, एक वो खुद और एक 1. तो 41 में आंसर वैसे भी नहीं आना. वो तो मैंने करके दिखा दिया आप लोगों को ताकि आपको समझ में आ जाए. 41 कैन नॉट बी द आंसर. प्राइम नंबर, इट हैज गॉट नो फैक्टर्स. शतांशु, अगर 5 बचता तो 5 42 को डिवाइड नहीं कर पाता, तो 42 करेक्ट आंसर ना होता. मैंने ये कहा था. समझ गए सब लोग? दिव्यम, एग्जैक्टली दैट्स व्हाट आई सेड. 41 तो वैसे प्राइम नंबर है. चलो लेट्स ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस वन. फनी यूनिवर्स मैक्सिमम बोलता तो यू वुड टेक द मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल प्राइम नंबर. जितने प्राइम होंगे उतना उनका एलसीएम मैक्सिमाइज हो जाएगा. बट दैट वोंट बी अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ कैट. दैट यू विल टेक मोर देन 30 मिनट्स टू सॉल्व दैट. यू टेक एज मेनी प्राइम्स एज पॉसिबल, क्योंकि प्राइम को आपस में मल्टीप्लाई करने पे एलसीएम बनता है. आई होप यू गॉट इट. Ikshita, I divided 801 by 20 so as to get all 20 numbers equal. I got 40 point something, तो 40 से बहुत क्लोज होना चाहिए. That is what why I divided. मैक्सिमम समझ में आ गया? फनी यूनिवर्स, दो प्राइम होंगे, उनका प्रोडक्ट जो होता है वही एलसीएम होता है. सब सारे प्राइम कर दो किस तरीके से तभी होगा. तो यूल हैव टू टेक प्राइम से देखना पड़ेगा ऐड करके 801 आ रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा. तो ऑफ कोर्स वो आधे घंटे 1 घंटे लंबा क्वेश्चन होता है. इट इज सॉल्वेबल बट इट विल टेक actually a lot of time, so they won't ask it in CAT. I hope you got it. But the logic is this: take prime numbers, maximize हो जाएगा LCM अपने आप. Is that clear? Funny universe? Yeah. चलो. Which of the following can be written as sum of the squares of 3 odd natural numbers? Sum of squares of 3 odd natural numbers. Wow. How are we going to do that? 3 odd natural numbers. So odd numbers are written as 2a plus minus 1, isn't it? It can be plus 1 or minus 1. It can be plus 1 or minus 1, both. Yes, दिशा हुए हैं. We have to take 3 odd numbers, 3 numbers. Let us take 2b plus minus 1. Let's take 2c plus minus 1. 3 different numbers. इनके स्क्वायर को हमें ऐड करना है. All right. So squares here will be, this will be 4a square plus 4a plus minus 4a plus 1. This will be 4b square plus minus 4b plus 1. And this will be 4c square plus minus 4c plus 1, isn't it? So the first takeaway of this question is that you can represent an odd number by 2n plus minus 1. Okay, it can be plus 1 as well as minus 1. Just note it down somewhere. The first takeaway. Let's add them up. What do we get? We get 4 times a square plus b square plus c square plus minus a plus minus b plus minus c, and then we have plus 3. So this is what we got. The first takeaway: odd numbers can be represented by 2n plus minus 1. Okay. Now we have them, when we have added them up, this bracket is of no use to us. I can just write this entire bracket to be equal to something, let that something be k. So I have 4k plus 3. Now this is second takeaway. The second takeaway is this: sum of squares of odd numbers. छोड़ो उसको. 4k plus 3. I have just generalized. So basically whatever is inside the bracket that is not relevant to us for solving the question, this is relevant. So 4k plus 3. This is how the number should look like. मतलब क्या हुआ कि उसको अगर आप 4 से डिवाइड करोगे तो 3 रिमाइंडर आना चाहिए. कैन वी से दैट? कैन वी से? शुदांशु, दैट कैन आल्सो बी डन बट इट्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. वो तब करना जब आपको बोला जाए कि सीरीज में नंबर्स लेने हैं. ओके शुदांशु, कि दे आर कॉन्जिक्यूटिव. हियर इट्स नॉट व्हेन दे आर कॉन्जिक्यूटिव और नॉट. दैट इज व्हाई आई टुक ABC डिफरेंट नंबर्स. कूल टू ऑल ऑफ यू? ठीक है. आकांक्षा, सी, यहाँ पे ABC कुछ भी हो, क्या फर्क पड़ेगा हमारी सेहत पे? कुछ नहीं. वैसे भी ABC हमने क्या किया? ABC we have just assumed, isn't it? So I'm just writing it as 4k plus 3. I'm assuming this whole to be k. Doesn't really matter. 4k plus 3. So all the number which is in the form 4k plus 3 should be our answer. Now what is 4k plus 3? A number when, so if the number is n, this will be equal to 4k plus 3. That means that n when divided by 4, n mod 4 will be equal to 3. This is what it means. N, when that number is divided by 4, we get 3 as the remainder. Clear? जिंदगी आसान हो गई सबकी. Let us look at the options. 4 से डिवाइड करने पे रिमाइंडर आना चाहिए 3. 4 का डिविजिबिलिटी रूल क्या होता है? लास्ट 2 डिजिट्स. Here we have 21. Divide by 4. Remainder is 1, not 3. A cannot be the answer. 45. Divide by 4. 4 11s are 44. Remainder is 1. Not possible. 39. 4 9s are 36. Remainder is 3. This is possible. C is the correct answer. D is not possible. Clear? Understood? मृगांक जो तुमने बोला है, अगर उसको भी मान लिया जाए तब भी 4 से डिवाइड करने पे 9 में से तो 8 कट जाएगा ना, 1 ही बचेगा वहां पे भी, बात वही होगी मृगांक. डजेंट रियली मैटर. ओके मृगांक, इज दैट क्लियर? टेल मी इन द कमेंट्स. वाह, only 6 questions and we have done almost, I think, more than half of the number system, isn't it? Let's solve one more. n is the sum of the squares of 3 consecutive, यहाँ पे consecutive वाला आ गया है, consecutive odd numbers such that all rates of n are the same. If n is a 4-digit number, then the value of n is what? तनिष्क, वो टीटा नहीं हो सकता. टीटा क्वेश्चन वही होता है इसका डेफिनेट आंसर होता है. इस वाले क्वेश्चन के बहुत सारे आंसर हैं. टीटा इज नॉट पॉसिबल दैट. जयंत, तब भी आंसर सेम ही आता, बट यहां कॉन्सेक्यूटिव लेना पड़ेगा आपको. मुक्ता, these questions will be, you can just watch the recording on YouTube whenever you want to. Moreover, after session is over, Indrajeet Singh will take a session in which he will be giving you a lot of questions. I think 40-50 questions. Then it will be a mock test. So it is a, we have step 1 where I am here. Step 2, Indrajeet sir will be there. Step 3, you will be solving a mock on the mock platform. पूरा clear हो जाएगा. Here there are consecutive numbers. तो यहाँ पे आप वो कर सकते हो. You can take 2a minus 1, 2a plus 1 and 2a plus 3. How many do we have? 3, no? So these 3 you can take. संस्कार 12k plus 11 होगा ना, 9 नहीं होगा. So as I did in the previous question, this can be written as k. 12k plus 11 is what we have to see. So n is a number which when divided by 12 leaves 11 as the remainder. Akash, you can take that as well. It really, it won't matter. 12 से डिवाइड करो, अब देखो रिमाइंडर 11 आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा. I think it's B, isn't it? Dipanshu, no, you cannot take a minus 2. No, 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 no. Aditya and Dipanshu, do not take that. क्योंकि वो इवन नंबर भी हो सकते हैं अगर आपने a ले लिया तो. a minus 2, a और a plus 2 can also be even numbers. Same with Aditya. Never do that. That is what the takeaway lesson was. 2a प्लस माइनस 1 ही लेना, कुछ और नहीं लेना. सोचना यार, इट विल वर्क फॉर दिस ऑल्सो. 2a प्लस 1 प्लस 3 प्लस 5. वाई. एक बात, अच्छा एक चीज मैं बताऊं, एक और टेक अवे लेसन दूं, एक बढ़िया सा कूल वाला, विच इज एक्चुअली वेरी एप्लीकेबल. People are asking me, what if we took 2a plus 1, 2a plus 3 and 2a plus 5? Would that matter? You will get the same answer, but it will matter. I'll tell you why. The calculation will take more time. Now, being the smart person that I am, I took minus and plus 1. Why? Because my calculation will be easy. देखो minus 4 और plus 4 दोनों cancel हो गए ना आपस में. So when you take minus 1 plus 1, things get cancelled easily. Your calculations become easier. अब दुनिया में ऐसा कौन इंसान है जो अपने काम को मुश्किल करना चाहता है? अगर ऐसा कोई इंसान है तो प्लस 1 प्लस 3 प्लस 5 ले लो. ठीक है, आंसर सेम ही आएगा, बस थोड़ा सा आपके लाइफ के 4 से 5 सेकंड एक्स्ट्रा खर्च हो जाएंगे, जिसमें आप 1 मार्क्स ला सकते थे. सो डू नॉट डू दैट. Komal, nothing in the question. It's all the rates are same. वो इसलिए दिया so that you can get confused और चारों को देख के आंसर मार्क ना कर पाओ. So that is a takeaway. I think you got that. Whenever you know take something in series, always use minus 1 plus 1, all those things. श्रुति करेगा एग्जाम टाइम में स्ट्राइक, अगर तुम ऐसे ही करना. मैं टेक अवेज क्यों लिखवा रहा हूं? ताकि सेशन तो तुम्हें दोबारा देखना पड़ सकता है, लेकिन सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट टेक अवेज को चिपका लो कहीं पे. दैट विल बी एक्चुअली वेरी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू. नो फनी यूनिवर्स, वहां गलत हो गया. 2a माइनस 3 और 2a प्लस 1 में 4 का गैप है, 2 का नहीं है. Be mindful while doing that. टू एन माइनस 1, 2n प्लस 1, 2n प्लस 3 लो, खत्म. ये सिर्फ ऑड नंबर्स के लिए शतांशु, नेचुरली नहीं है. इवन नंबर्स, उसमें कुछ नहीं करना है आदित्य. जस्ट टेक 2n प्लस 2, दैट्स इट. 2n प्लस 4, दैट इज इजी एक्चुअली. हियर इज द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Swadesh threw 5 diff standard dice simultaneously. He found that the product of the numbers on the top face was 216. Which of the following could not be some of the numbers on the top 5 faces? ये इस क्यों लिखा है? अभी तो प्रेजेंट टेंस में सामने लाइव है ना. मैं आपके कमेंट देख के अगर जवाब दे रहा हूं, दैट मीन्स इट्स नॉट रिकॉर्डेड. दैट इज ऑब्वियस. मयंक सिंह सेशन रिकॉर्डेड लग रहा है. कैसे लग रहा है मयंक आपको? मैं आपका नाम लेके बोल रहा हूँ. मुझे मतलब पास्ट में मालूम था कि मयंक नाम का एक लड़का आएगा 1 दिन बाद या 2 दिन बाद या 1 हफ्ते बाद और ये बोलेगा तो मैं जवाब पहले दे देता हूँ. इज इट मेकिंग एनी सेंस? दिस इज अ लाइव सेशन. आफ्टर इट इज ओवर इट बिकम रिकॉर्डेड. कैसी बातें कर रहे हो यार? या तो टेंसेस गलती लिखी है, द वे यू हैव रिटन दैट इज रॉन्ग. Okay, so a dice has 6 different numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and he threw 5 of them. Product of the numbers on top face was 216. ठीक है. So 216. अब 5 पासे मैंने फेंक दिए, उनके टॉप पे कुछ ना कुछ आ रहा था. Product was 216. So basically I need to factorize 216. चलो करते हैं. What is 216? It is 6 का cube. If I factorize it, it becomes 2 cube into 3 cube. That is what it becomes, isn't it? Okay. अब मुझे इसके 5 टुकड़े करने हैं और देखना है कि कौन सा सम पॉसिबल नहीं हो सकता. 216. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. इन सब का इस्तेमाल करके हमें कुछ ना कुछ इस पे बनाना होगा. Okay. And 1 is always there because if you multiply something by 1, it doesn't change the value. So I can do a lot of things, right? I can take 2, I can take 2 into 2, 4, and then all the others has 3, 3 and 3 each, isn't it? There are 5 faces, 5 dice that I have thrown, so this is the possibility. Yes or no? Can we say that? Sum कितना आ गया इसका? 15. 15 is possible, right? I can also do one thing. I can take 2 into 3, 6, 2 into 3, 6, सबको 6, 6, 6 into 6 कर दो, and then 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. This will be equal to how much? 21. Right. गलत है ना ये, क्योंकि यहाँ पे 5 ही होने चाहिए, 6 नहीं. This will be 20. 20 से ऊपर नहीं जा सकता किसी भी हाल में, isn't it? It cannot go beyond 20, and the options also have the same thing, so this is not going to help us. 20 is possible. 15 यहाँ पे ऑप्शंस में था ही नहीं. Let us do something more. और क्या कर सकते हैं? We can do one thing. इसी में 2, 3, 6 कर सकते हैं. So we can have 1 plus 4. 2 into 3 is 6 plus 3 plus 3. How much is this? 17. This is also possible, right? What else can we do? मनीषा पूछा गया इनमें से क्या नहीं हो सकता है, ये पूछा गया है. Just a minute, guys. I have to look at this notification. I'll just call someone from tech team. तो वो दोबारा स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. So I cannot do that. By the way, 19 is the answer. 19 is not possible. Okay, I hope you have got it already. 19 is the answer. 18 is possible. 19 is not possible. 17 देख लिया. 20, 18 is also possible. All right, and just wait for a while. Someone from tech team has come and they're trying to do something. I cannot click OK, otherwise it will just restart. Right. Okay, done. चलो हो गया. ठीक है. 19 is not possible. VNS edits 9 होता नहीं ना, 1 to 6 ही होता है. 19 कैसे पॉसिबल है क्रिश? थैंक्स शिवम. अरे 9 पॉसिबल नहीं है. दिस इज अ डाइस. हैव यू सीन अ डाइस? लूडो खेला है? 1 से लेकर 6 तक ही होता है उसके अंदर. 9 तो होता ही नहीं है. No, Himanshu, this is a question which makes you play with numbers. There's no other way. Only this is the way. It's not proper hidden trial. It has got a logic also. यहाँ पे हमने factorize किया, ये numbers थे. So it's not. I won't say it's a hidden trial method. It's given conditions basically. Coming to next question. It is given that m and n are two smallest natural numbers satisfying the following conditions. 5 is less than n is less than m. Both mn minus 3 and mn plus 3 are prime numbers. Then mn is equal to what? Try to solve this question. Shadhanshu is 18. अभी था तो 6, 6, 3, 2, 1. That is 18. Shashwat just solved that. अर्श ऑफ कोर्स ऐसे क्वेश्चन जानबूझ के दिए जाते हैं. तो यहाँ पे टेक अवे क्या है कि जब भी क्वेश्चन ऐसा आए तो छोड़ दो उसको, अदरवाइज इट विल वेस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. My shirt is cool, Teja. Thank you. I got it last week itself. I got 3 of the kind. Thanks. Previous question answer is 19, Aditya. No, Ipshita, because the product of 6 and 6 and 3 and 3 is not 216. That is the reason. Okay, Ipshita. We also take that, keep that in mind. समझ के आकाश, the same with you. 1, 4, 4, 5, 6 को अगर आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे, you would get 216. अनुराग, same thing. Guys, listen to me carefully. The numbers that you were choosing in the last question, they should, if you multiply them, they should get 216. Odd number तो आ ही नहीं सकता ना, मतलब sorry, odd 3 आ सकता है, 5 नहीं आ सकता. 5 is not possible. You cannot put 5. Okay, keep that in mind also. Let's solve this question now. This question is also, there is no proper logic to it, but it's about, this question is also about the knowing your prime numbers. Okay, so 5 prime number होना चाहिए. यहाँ पे 5 से बड़ा है तो 6, 7, 8 something like that, isn't it? So I'll tell you how to use logic for solving these questions. See, we know 5 is less than n is less than m. कम से कम ये 6 और 7 तो होगा. Yes or no? It's not pure hit and trial. It's more than that. कम से कम 6 और 7 होगा. 6 multiplied by 7 is 42. So एक बात तो कंफर्म है, यहाँ पे mn minus 3 and mn plus 3 जो भी प्राइम की बात की जा रही है वो प्राइम 40s वाली रेंज से बड़ा होगा. 40s 50s इन सब रेंज में जाएगा. That is something which we are clear about. Yes or no? Can we say that? After this we can use our brain and make a pattern. Clear? It's very important. Point number 2, if it was 6 and 7, 6 plus 7 is 13, it's not possible because the options are not like that. Right? So if I want something to be in the range of 40s or 50s, more than 42, ऐसे प्राइम चाहिए मेरे को. Primes are 41, 43, 47. See, 47. Then we have 53. Then we have what? 59. Isn't it? These are the primes that we have. ठीक है. -3 plus 3 भी prime होना चाहिए. So they are talking about sexy primes. You remember that? The concept of sexy primes? Mn is multiplication, Arun, yes. It's not hidden trial. There's more to it. So once, I think in the first class I talked about sexy primes. Those who were in my class, they know it. Those who were not in my class, now they should know it. A lot of things are going to be discussed today. Sexy primes. Do not laugh on this. In Latin, sex is basically 6. So the primes which occur at an interval of 6 steps, they are called sexy primes. Gap of 6, isn't it? So out of these things, 41, 47 is a possibility. 53 and 59 is also a possibility, right? 41, 47 के बीचों बीच कौन आता है? It's 44. 53, 59 के बीच कौन आता है? It's 56. 44 is difficult to form from the given numbers, isn't it? But this one can be formed. So this is 4 into 11 and this is 7 into 8. 4 into 11 is not possible because n has to be more than 5. 7 and 8 is the only possibility. So now we know that n is 7 and m is 8. 7 plus 8 becomes 15. So if we know our prime numbers clearly, we are going to solve this question really well. समझ में आ गया सबको? Seven plus 8 is 15. Cool. Yes, Bashir and Chirag. 47, 53 is also possible, but उनके बीचों बीच कौन है? 50. So you cannot factorize 50 so that one of them is greater than 5 and one other is greater than that number. So वो भी एक condition है ना? That is also we have to keep in mind. Namrita, I am not saying it's only in 40s, 50s. I said it is more than 40s. That's what I said. Clear? Well, the takeaways. The takeaways. There are two concepts for primes. One is called twin, other is called sexy primes. Twin primes are those which occur at a gap of 2, and sexy primes are those which occur at a gap of 6. Now, if I combine these two, all of you know that all the prime numbers can be represented in the form 6k plus minus 1. Yes or no? 6k plus minus 1. सबको पता है ये 6k plus minus 1. This is the form in which all the prime numbers can be represented. Yes or no? This is what all of you know. Okay. Now 6k plus 1 and 6k minus 1, how much is the gap? 6k minus 1 से अगर आप 6k plus 1 जाओगे, gap is of 2 units. This is what the twin primes talk about. All right, do you get it? And similarly, if you keep on changing k, अगर आप k को 1 रखोगे, at k is equal to 1, you will get 6k minus 1 is 5 and 6k plus 1 is 7. The moment you put k is equal to 2, this becomes 11 and 13. So, when the value of k increases by 1 unit, the value of prime increases by 6 units. That is why 6 and 2 are the most important gaps in between two primes. So there is a high possibility that the primes will be existing at a gap of 2 or 6. Understood? This is the takeaway for primes. This is how primes behave. Note this down. I think this is not anywhere. You won't find this anywhere. And once noted, tell me in the comments that you have noted it down. By the way, all numbers of this format are not necessarily primes. Sure, I'll come to that. Noted it? Isn't it interesting? 6k plus minus 1 कहाँ से आया था? Plus minus 1 was 10 and 6. So this is something which a lot of people do not think about, but this is the reality. So when mathematicians were talking about primes, they saw that primes do not have any particular pattern, but at the very same time they can occur at a gap of either 2 or 6. That is highly probable. Okay? Why it's confusing? ये तो याद करने की बात है फरत. Alpha, it was not derived, it was basically an observation. Prime numbers are the only numbers जिनका कोई भी किसी भी तरह का explanation नहीं है. Okay, they do not follow any pattern. Anyways, so I'll just explain the question to you once again. Second statement talks about mn minus 3 and mn plus 3 are primes. What is the gap in between? The gap is 6, right? The gap is 6. Do you understand this? The gap is 6. Moreover, the numbers are more than 5. 5 से बड़े primes की बात करें अगर हम, या 5 बड़े numbers की बात करें, 6, 7, 8 ये सब होंगे. कम से कम 6 और 7 होगा. 6 into 7 is 42. 42 से बड़ा ही होना चाहिए. 6 into 7, 6 into 8, 7 into 8, all those things are going to happen. तो इसी कारण से मैं 40s और 50s के जो primes हैं उनको मैं यहाँ पे लिख लूँगा. एक और रीजन है क्योंकि मेरे को क्या करना है, मेरे को स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर्स ढूंढने हैं ना, बड़े नहीं ढूंढने. तो इनके लिख लेता हूं मैं. आई विल राइट 41, आई विल राइट 43, आई विल राइट 47, सी आई विल राइट 53, देन आई विल राइट 59. सो एट अ गैप ऑफ 6, द 60 प्राइम्स, 41, 47 is a possibility. 47, 53 and 53, 59. These three cases are possible. Now listen to me carefully. Is that right? So 41 and 47, this is, the lower one is mn minus 3 and the higher one is mn plus 3. तो mn क्या होगा इनके बीचों बीच? Here the value of mn will be 41, 47 के बीच में we'll get 44. Here we will get mn as 50, and here we will get mn as 56. Now tell me, everyone, is this clear? Yes, Sabri, all are in that format only. So I need the comments, so that after understanding the concept, the two takeaways that we discussed, after that, if you look at the questions, the first condition gives us an idea that it will be in the range of 40s and 50s. Once we wrote those numbers, second condition gives us the idea that these are the numbers, these are the possible values of mn, right? mn is 44. It's possible when is it possible? When m is 4 and n is 11, but that's not possible because 5 से बड़े तो होने ही चाहिए. Nothing else is for 2 into 22 or 4 into 11, no possible, because they have to be both the factors of 44, both the factors of mn must be greater than 5. Clear? For 50, 2 into 50 हो सकता है. See, 50 can be 1 into 50, not possible. Both should be greater than 5. 2 into 25, not possible. 5 into 10 is also not possible because both have to be greater than 5. This case is also not possible. This is the only case that is possible, 7 multiplied by 8. So now we are sure that n is 7 and m is 8. How cool is this question, isn't it? Prime k को ऑब्जर्व करके ये क्वेश्चन बना दिया गया है. 7 plus 8 is 15. Kajal, this can be Rita question, right? Because smallest पूछा गया. I hope it is clear. By the way, if you guys did not know about this concept, you would have tried hit and trial or probably left the question. Yes or no? But so now we are discussing in these marathons, we are discussing all the possibilities that might arise in the CAT. So I want all of you should be properly empowered that whatever comes in CAT, you are able to solve it. The next one. S is a 6-digit number beginning with 1. If the digit 1 is moved from the leftmost place to the rightmost place, the number obtained is 3 times of S. Then the sum of the digits of S is what? Anurag, shout out to you. I think I lost a comment, but okay, shout out to you. Tell me the answer of this one. People are getting 21, 27, lot of things. नहीं हो रहा, कोई बात नहीं. How many of you studied number system in the iQuanta batch from me? First batch or second batch? Anyone from here? I think in the first batch, there's something very cool that we did. और जिन लोगों ने कर लिया है, विशाल is asking कैसे कर रहे हो यार, अभी समझ में आया कैसे कर रहे होंगे वो लोग. So are you guys doing the same thing? The cyclic property of number 7? I told you one very important and interesting concept. And the concept was, yes, right? The concept was, see, okay, first let's deal with the concept. And I said whenever you have a 6-digit number, and the digits are getting interchanged, replaced, moving here and there, then it has to be a property of dividing by 7. Do you remember that? I hope you remember that. Yes, that is how they must have done it. So listen to this. 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857. I put a bar. That means it's cyclic. It keeps on repeating. Now 14287. It's a cyclic property of when you divide something by 7. This is how it will occur in a clockwise fashion. 1 ke baad 4, then 2, then 8, then 5, then 7. So if someone asks you, tell me the value of 2 by 7, you will just write this. Listen to it very carefully. Put a point. 2 becomes 20. Yes or no? I think all of you know how to divide. 2 by 7. You put a point, it becomes 20. अब मुझे ये बताओ कि पहला डिजिट यहाँ पे क्या आएगा. 7 1 are 7, 7 2 are 14, 7 3 21. ये 20 है. The first digit will be 2. Isn't it? The first digit will be 2. Yes or no? It will be 2. Let's put 2 over here. जिन लोगों नहीं पता उन लोगों को मज़ा आ जाएगा ज़िंदगी का भी देखना. ठीक है, ये मज़ा सारे भारत को देना चाहता हूँ मैं. So 7 2 are 14 and after that we have 8 5 7 1 4. Just note it down and you got the answer. That's it. हो गया. Isn't that magical? If you have to count 3 by 7, 0.30 बन गया. 7 4s are 28. Just have to identify the first digit. सबको समझ में आ गया है. 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3 are 21, 7 4s are 28. 4 आएगा. 4 के बाद 2 8 5 7 1. That's it. This will keep on happening. So those who are looking at it for the very first time, how do you find this property? Look at the question. 6-digit number, begin with 1. Now 1 is moved from the leftmost to rightmost place. 1 को इधर भेज दिया गया. It became 4 2 8 5 7 1, isn't it? यही तो हुआ question में. This is 1 by 7, this is 3 by 7. It becomes 3 times. Actually it has happened 3 times. तो यही number था. The number initially was 1 4 2 8 5 7. Add them up, you get 27 as the answer. वहाँ पे आएंगे 1 by 7 क्यों लिया महेश, of course. I was just saying when I was teaching the properties of different numbers and 1 by 7 करना था तो ये आया था. तो people who know it can do it just in 5 to 6 seconds. बट जिसको नहीं पता वो भी सवाल कर सकता है. कैसे कर सकता है दिखाऊंगा मैं भी आपको, नॉर्मल मैथमेटिकल तरीका. लेकिन जिसको ये पता है, सोचो अभी क्या हुआ. बहुत से लोगों ने क्या किया, 5 to 6 seconds में दे हैव जस्ट गिवन द आंसर, क्योंकि उनको मालूम है. So the take home is, first of all, write this down. Cyclic property of division by 7. Whenever you have in a question 6-digit number और उन्हीं digits को ही आगे पीछे किया रहा है, manipulate किया रहा है, so automatically this property is going to be used automatically. वैभव, सवाल बनेगा ही ना 7 digit. सवाल बनाए वही जाते हैं जो होते हैं, जो हो सकते हैं. Right? Only for 7. No, I did not invent it. No, Akhil. But I observed it on my own. Later I realized that it has already been done. So as a kid I used to play with numbers, you know, when I think I was back in primary school. So I kept on realizing these things, but it was already done by someone else. But yeah, all of you can watch it if you actually start playing with numbers. But if you have not, don't worry, I am there. So based on my games with numbers, you will be benefited. Okay. I'm just, erasing this. Coming to the normal conventional method through which all the people in India will do it. Let's solve that way. 6-digit number, this is 1. Let it be A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Normal तरीके से करते हैं. This is S 3 times किया गया. What happened? 1 went here and rest. Everything remained the same. Okay. So let us do it now by conventional approach. All right. ठीक है? Let's do this mathematically. It's a normal thing. Now everybody should pay attention, and I'll go back to 4/7 again. We'll do that also. ठीक है, अब ध्यान देना यहाँ पे सब लोग. 3 multiplied by something is resulting in the unit place as 1. तो बताओ मेरे को E की वैल्यू क्या होगी? What will be the value of E? Tell me, be quick. With what do you multiply 3 so that you get 1 in the end? 3 sevens are 21. Yes or no? 3 sevens are 21. So I'm replacing E by 7. I got 3 sevens are 21. I don't know the value of D. 2 is the carry forward. I'm writing carry forward in circles. Okay, cool. By the way, we have already obtained the value of E, that is 7. So this E has to be replaced by 7. Okay. Now we have 7 over here. Here we have 3. We have a D. Here we have carry forward is 2. 3 multiplied by D plus 2 ends at 7. What does that mean? What does that mean? What will be the value of D? Tell me. Be quick. 3 into D plus 2 ends at 7. 3 multiplied by D plus 2 ends at 7. That means 3 multiplied by D will end with 5. Yes or no? It's logical. 3 5s are 15 plus 2 17 होता है. 5 मालूम पड़ गया हमें. 17, 1 is the carry forward. D का value 5 हो गया. Let's replace this D by 5. 3 into C plus 1 ends at 5. That means 3 into C ends at 4. Which means C की value 8 होगी. 3 8s are 24. Plus 1 is 25. 2 is the carry forward. C becomes 8. Let's write 8 here. Replace C. Cool. 3 multiplied by B plus 2 ends at 8. That means 3 multiplied by B should end at 2, isn't it? 6. So 3 2s are 6 plus 2 is 8. I'll just write 2 over here. 3 2s are 6 plus 2 is 8. No carry forward here. Very good. B is 2. Let's replace this by 2. 3 into what ends at 2? 3 4s are 12. Just write 4. 3 4s are 12. 1 is the carry forward. 3 into 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. A replaced by 4. See, A यहाँ 4 था, यहाँ भी 4 आ गया. हो गया ना? So this is what you can do. This will take you 2 to 3 minutes, but you'll be able to solve the equation. But in case you know something about 1 by 7, you'll be solving this question in 5 seconds. And that is where the people who are being trained by me have an upper edge. So you guys have the upper edge. Let's rock. Coming to next question. Understood, everyone? And someone asked me 4 by 7 कैसे करेंगे? Let's do that as well. 4 by 7, put a point. 47, 5 to 35, rest everything remains same. 7, 1, 4, 2, 8. Okay. So, we can just do it. Preeti, why take 1 by 7 only? Because, अरे Preeti, ऐसे नहीं पूछते सवाल. This is not the question. The question is, do you know the property of 1 by 7? If you know it, see, these questions are made only because 1 by 7 behaves like that. Okay, Preeti? This is something which the question makers know, but the students don't know. So then people like me come in between and then I tell you, okay, this is the concept through which this question was made. Why, when we shifted 1 towards the last place, it became thrice? The reason was only this, that 1 by 7 and 3 by 7, the value are like that. So it's an observation on which a question is based. If you guys know the observation, then you are fortunate. Now, because I have told you the observation, now you know it. It's cool. Just that. So I have given you the soul, told you the soul of something. This is not the question why we took 1 by 7. No, because 1 by 7 was the only thing through which this is made. Okay. Now let us go to the next question. What is the highest common factor of 3n plus 23 and n plus 8? No, Santosh. No, Shashwat. 6 by 7 में 8, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2 हो जाएगा. It will start with 8. Ipshita, I think I told that already. If there are, I am repeating, listen to me carefully. If there are 6 digits जिसमें कुछ multiply किया जा रहा है and the product is also composed of same 6 digits in some different kind of arrangement, then 1 by 7 की property ही लगाई गई है. That's it. Is that clear now? Nothing else is possible. Last batch wale questions, no, I'm not ignoring. I'll join that as well. I'll come in the when we'll start with algebra. All of you have got that. It's an easy question, right? I know it's an easy question. 3n plus 23, n plus 8. So 3n plus 23 is what it actually is. This is nothing but 3n plus 8 minus 1, and this is n plus 8, isn't it? है ना? 3n plus 24 minus 1, यही तो है. So if I assume this as k, this will be 3k minus 1. Yes or no? Right? This 3k is a multiple of k, but minus 1 करते क्या हो गया, उनका कोई common factor बचा ही नहीं. So whenever you have something like that, whenever there are consecutive numbers, there's nothing common in between them. Take anything, for example, let us take k as 2, 3 to the 6 minus 1, 7, nothing is common. If you put k as 3, this is a 9, minus 1, 8, see, nothing is common. Whenever we move one step ahead or one step backwards, nothing is common. The HCF is only 1 in that case. We just mark 1 and move ahead. Clear? Cool enough? या यू कैन डायरेक्टली पुट द वैल्यू एंड चेक, दैट्स ऑल्सो पॉसिबल. कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. But I just wanted to tell you something, that whenever we move one step ahead or one step backward, see, when there is a number and listen to me carefully, there is a number and there is another number which is one less or one more than the multiple of first number, there will be no common factors. It will always be HCF. It will be a co-prime number. There will be co-prime numbers. Clear? Understood? I'm repeating. If one number is one more or one less than the multiple of another number, then these numbers would always be co-prime. Written down? Yes, they are co-prime. That is why the HCF is 1. Tell me in the comments, have you noted this down? I'm repeating, if one number is one more or one less than the multiple of another number, then these numbers will always be co-prime, which I have already shown you with the help of examples. No, I won't give any break because only 2 questions are left. Let us solve these questions and move ahead. Chalo, coming to the next question. This one. What is the remainder when 2 times factorial 13 plus factorial 14 is divided by factorial 13 minus 1? Harsh, yeah, this is the first lecture of CAT before CAT. Jayan, it can extend up to 3 hours depending on the topic. Numbers is not a huge topic, that is why it will end before, beforehand. Arithmetic is huge. It might cross 3 hours also. So that depends on, the topic. Arithmetic is huge, algebra is huge, geometry is huge. Numbers in PNC are not that huge. CAT before CAT marathons will be on YouTube, all of them. But normal live lectures class के तो normal रहेंगे जैसे होते हैं. Yes, Komal. And whatever questions will be remaining, it will be covered in the practice session, which will be taken the next week. Tell me the answer. Okay, so for this question we can do one, I'll put in some kind of algebra over here. What if I write, what should be done? I'll do something, okay. 2 multiplied by factorial 13 plus this is, what is this? Can I say this is 14 multiplied by factorial 13? Yes or no? Can we say that? Tell me. Can we say that? We can say that, of course. We can take factorial 13 common and left with 2 plus 14, that is 16 multiplied by factorial 13. This is what we will be left with. Isn't it? बस खत्म हो गया. Just divide it normally the way you do. 16 multiplied by factorial 13. Here we have factorial 13 minus 1. 16 times कर दो quotient. You will get 16 into factorial 13 minus 16. Subtract this, this will be added. 16 is the remainder. We got the answer. Simple question. A very simple question. Right? मैंने जानबूझ के इजी क्वेश्चन दिया था आर्यन. How did we divide? The way we divide all the things, Akanksha. Factorial 13 minus 1 को 16 से मल्टीप्लाई किया. 16 is the quotient. So this is what I got. हाँ, property we have, we can use remainder theorem. But I'm not using it here because I will be using that in algebra. I don't want to confuse you guys by using remainder theorem in this session. डिवीजन समझा दूँ यार, अब ये तो कमाल की बात हो गई है. ओके, 16 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय फैक्टोरियल 13. इफ यू वांट टू डिवाइड दिस बाय फैक्टोरियल 13 माइनस 1, कैसे करते हो जिंदगी में, कैसे करते हो आज तक? 16 टाइम्स है ना, क्वोशिएंट लिखा 16, सो दिस बिकम्स 16 टाइम्स फैक्टोरियल 13 माइनस 1 टाइम्स 16. ये हो गया. फिर क्या करते हो? माइनस करते हो. दिस बिकम्स माइनस, दिस बिकम्स प्लस, दिस इज कैंसल्ड. 16 रिमेन्स एज द रिमेंडर. खत्म. दिव्यम, वी कैन डू दैट. आई एम नॉट डूइंग दैट ऑन पर्पस. मैं अभी अलजेब्रा जानबूझ के यूज नहीं कर रहा हूं. समझ में आ गया? चलो. दिस इज समथिंग, ये हिडन ट्रायल है. यू कैन जस्ट टेक a screenshot and solve it afterwards. I made a question today. This is the last question for today. I have made it and let's see how are we going to solve it. I'm giving you 5 minutes for this. Which of the following is the remainder when factorial 20 is divided by 41? Try to solve this one. श्वेता, इसमें ट्रिक कहाँ थी? सिंपल डिवीजन था ना यार. विल्सन थ्योरम ही करना पड़ेगा शतांशु. दैट इज द ओनली वे. By the way, so okay, I will just tell you the Wilson theorem. What is it? Factorial p minus 1 when divided by p, you get p minus 1 as the remainder. Okay, so I'm just revising all of that in case you have forgotten. Factorial p minus 2 mod p will be equal to 1, and factorial p minus 3 mod p will be equal to how much? P minus 1 by 2, where p is prime. All right. 3 statements for Wilson theorem, so you can use them. Okay, Shweta, now I get it. People have already got the answer. They are saying 20. I don't know why they are saying 20. तो कब आ रहे हो ना? अपूर्वा, श्रुति, आर्यन, भास्कर, क्षितिज, शची, सात्विक, सुप्रिया. Somehow, you know, I get a very strong feeling you are sitting in your homes or wherever you are sitting. I can just, you know, see inside your soul, and I know all of you are bluffing here. Yes or no? Be honest and tell me, are you bluffing? Those who will say 20 are surely bluffing. थोड़ा सा नहीं श्रुति, तुम पूरा ब्लफ कर रही हो. झूठ मत बोलो मुझसे. थोड़ा ब्लफ क्या होता है? ब्लफ इज ब्लफ. वी आर नॉट प्लेइंग अ गेम ऑफ कार्ड्स ओवर हियर कि ठीक है मेरे पास 5 इक्के हैं, थोड़ा ब्लफ किया, 10 इक्के निकल गए, ज़्यादा ब्लफ हो गया. नो, यहाँ पे तो ब्लफ ही होता है. Okay. Well, tell me how many of you can solve this question. And I know that you guys have gone through remainders a lot of times, but this question would actually cross, the boundaries of difficulty. It is the most difficult question for today. But once we do it, you'll realize, oh wow, how easy it was. Okay, now look at this carefully. By Wilson's theorem, we can go from p minus 1, p minus 2, p minus 3. उसके नीचे हम जा नहीं सकते. Here we have 41, this is 20. We cannot go p minus 21. We don't have it. Okay, we do not have something like that. Whatever we have, can we do it by that way? That is what we need to understand. Okay, so factorial 20 कितना अच्छा होता. There is a phrase in English, it's called what if, and in Hindi we call it, Urdu we call it kash. ऐसा होता. What if this was factorial 40 mod 41? You directly said answer is 40. That is what we know. No prizes for guessing over here. कुछ चीजें ध्यान देने की हैं. 20 यहाँ पे है, 40 है, 40 20 का डबल है, क्या पता उस काम बन जाए. चलो देखते हैं. What is factorial 40? It is product of all the natural numbers from 1 to 40. Yes or no? 20 के बाद क्या लिखना चाहिए मेरे को? What should I write after 20? I want to go till factorial 40. I want to go till 40. What should I write now? Anyone? One से लेके 40 तक का प्रोडक्ट है. What should I write now? Tell me, be quick. 1 into 2 into 3 into till 20, 21, 22, right? Yes, you are right. But tell me something. Can I equate 21 to be equivalent to minus 20? Can I do it or not? Can we do it or not? Can we write 21 as minus 20? Would that matter? Is it possible? It is possible. Why? Because 21 mod 41 will be same as minus 20 mod 41 by using negative remainder. So takeaway is that we are going to have the best, I would say the most advanced usage of negative remainders over here. Let us write that. Becomes minus 20, then minus 19, then minus 18, and so on, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, and we have here mod 41, which is equal to 40. Tell me something. How many negative signs do we have? We have 20 negative signs. If I multiply them all, it will become positive. So 1 to 20, we have factorial 20. And minus 20 to minus 1, again we have factorial 20, isn't it? Mod 41 is 40. Is that right? By negative into negative, positive ही होता है. शिवम, सबसे आसान तो यही समझना. सोचो 21 को हम minus 20 लिख सकते ही नहीं लिख सकते, ये बताओ मेरे को. If we divide 21 by 41, the remainder will be either 21 or minus 20. Which part didn't understand? सुनो ध्यान से, अब फिर से देखो, मैं रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. अरे यार, okay, wait. Factorial 40 mod 41 is 40. Agreed? Yes or no? You have to be very fast in commenting. Yes or no? Let us expand this. 1 into 2 into 3 into 18 into 19 into 20 into 21 into 22 so on till 40. Right? Right? ठीक है, I'm explaining it again. Now it will be clear to all of you. Well, this I'm putting inside a bracket and this I'm putting inside another bracket. The first bracket is nothing but factorial 20 and that is what we need to calculate from the question. The remaining ones, now all of you should understand one particular thing, the concept of negative remainders. Tell me something. 7 mod 4, this is equal to 3, yes or no? This is equal to 3 and this is also equal to minus 1, yes or no? This is also equal to minus 1. Is that right? Negative remainders, is that right? Similarly, 21 mod 40 is equal to how much? 21 or minus 20, is that right? Any problem there? Mod means, oh, mod is a remainder function. Funny universe, you have got a funny name. Mod is remainder function. That means whatever is before mod, that is the dividend, whatever is after mod, that is the divisor, and whatever is after equal to, that is the remainder. It's a remainder function. So now this 21 I can replace by minus 20. Any problem there? I think no. Can I replace 22 by minus 19? Do you have any problem there? Can we do that? And similarly, if I keep on continuing, 39 mod 41 can be written as minus 2, 40 mod 40 can be written as minus 1, mod 41 is equal to 40. I think there is no problem. Cool. Well, this is already factorial 20 and this whole, if I multiply, there are 20 numbers from minus 20 to minus 1. From minus 20 to minus 1. All the negative signs will be cancelled because two negatives make a positive. All of you know that. Right? There are even numbers of negative signs. If I multiply all of them, it will be positive only. 20 to 1, from 20 into 19 till 1, it is again another factorial 20. Yes or no? Mod 41 is 40. Tell me something. Is this clear? Till this step, if it is clear, then you will get the answer. Vaibhav, yes, you can. Clear? I can write this as factorial 20 ka square mod 41 is equal to 40. Is there a problem? क्लियर है ना? अब इसके बाद हमें मेन काम करना है. यहां तक समझ में आ गया. एंड दैट इज व्हाट वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट. सो टेल मी समथिंग. अगर यहां 40 की जगह 49 होता तो मैं स्क्वायर रूट लेके आंसर 7 बोल देता. यस और नो? यस और नो? फैक्टोरियल 20 का स्क्वायर है ना. फैक्टोरियल 20 स्क्वायर mod 41 is equal to 40. If this was a perfect square, I would have found the answer. दीप ज्योति कहां से बाउंसर जा रहा है? अगर पिछले क्वेश्चन समझ में आ गया, भी समझ में आ गया होगा. भाई -20 से -1 तक को मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो फैक्टोरियल 20 तो आएगा. इशू नहीं कह सकते, नहीं कह सकते 60 को ऐसा. ये बात समझ में आ गई ना? अगर यहां पे ये एक परफेक्ट स्क्वायर होता, अगर होता, तो मैं स्क्वायर रूट निकाल के आंसर या फैक्टोरियल 20 के स्क्वायर पे जो आ रहा है उसका स्क्वायर रूट आएगा. इट्स सिंपल, इजंट इट? अगर यहां परफेक्ट स्क्वायर होता तो, बट 40 इज नॉट अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर. 40 is not a perfect square. What to do now? Okay. So the main problem in our life is now that on the right hand side we don't have a perfect square. If somehow we bring a perfect square here, our life will be sorted. Right? काश वाली बात है, अगर ये होता परफेक्ट स्क्वायर तो हमारा काम आसान हो जाता. नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, बना देते हैं. बना दे क्या? अब मुझे बहुत ध्यान सब लोग देख के बताएंगे. इफ आई add 41 here, will there be a problem? I have added 41. 41 डिवाइजर है, उसी को मैंने ऐड कर दिया. उसी को मैंने ऐड कर दिया. I cannot add 9 but I can add 41. क्यों? If you're dividing something by 41 तो 41 यहां से कैंसिल हो गया, 40 ही बचेगा, कोई फर्क पड़ता नहीं है. Can we say that? Try to understand. If this is not 40 but 40 plus 41, then also we'll get the same thing कि 41 से डिवाइड करते ही ये दोबारा 41 कैंसिल होगा और 40 ही बचेगा. क्या ये बात सही है? क्या ये बात आप समझ रहे हो? Are you guys able to understand this? Are you able to understand this? I think yes. Very good. So, if I add the divisor to remainder, nothing will change in this mod function. Why? Because 41 when it will divide, 41 will get cancelled, only 40 will remain. There is no problem there at all. And its question is solved. Taking square root on both the sides. Factorial 20 mod 41 is 9. 9 is the answer. Option A. The question was difficult, interesting, but tell me something. Have you guys understood this? I don't think this can be easier than this much explanation. एक बार खुद से solve कर लेना है इसको देखने के बाद, and you will realize that you have learned something really interesting and really big today. Harshit, we take the square root only of dividend and the remainder, not of divisor. तो divide कर रहा है ना, वो उसका square root नहीं होगा. It is the one which is dividing things. 41 का root क्यों लिया? क्योंकि remainders are never irrational. They are always integers. Okay, that is the thing. मैंने 41 में पता है, अगर 41 ऐड करने पे 81 ना तो फिर से 41 ऐड करता मैं, तब तक करता रहता जब तक मेरे को स्क्वायर रूट एक परफेक्ट स्क्वायर ना मिल जाता. Modulo functions properties, I think it's there in the dashboard. If not, I'll just post it in the Facebook group, don't worry. By the way, it has got the same properties as associative and distributive, that's it. हाँ, इतना टफ कैट में नहीं आएगा. This question was created by me specifically. I did it in the last moment, but I did this so as to prepare you for, this question has basically made you revise a lot of concepts. At the very same time, it has made you think a lot. ये सवाल कैट पे नहीं आएगा, आई एम श्योर अबाउट दैट. बट ये सवाल करने के बाद कैट में कुछ बचेगा भी नहीं. ये भी तो है ना. सो इफ यू नो व्हाट, इफ यू आर एमिंग फॉर द मून, नो, इफ यू वांट द मून यू शुड एम फॉर द स्टार्स, इजंट इट? छलांग ऐसी मारोगी, तारे तक पहुंचने की कोशिश करो, तब भी मून तक ही पहुंच पाओगे. अगर छलांग मून तक मारोगे तो रास्ते में गिर जाओगे, isn't it? So that is why I put this question. Alright then, we'll meet again next week. I hope you enjoyed this session, and even after me knowing this is going to be difficult on you guys, still I kind of took the risk, because I somehow have belief that all the people on this planet are good at mathematics, just that they need to be explained things properly, which I have tried to do. And all I expect is that you should try to learn things properly, which I think you will do. We'll meet again the next week, and I think in this third batch I'll be taking classes from algebra onwards. Few classes have happened. There's a lot more to it. So yeah, arithmetic has just started over there. Okay then, bye. Take care all of you. Have a what time is it? Good night. Bye bye. Someone please post the link for Facebook group. Apurva is asking for that. Okay, I'll try doing that. How to connect with iQuanta? Yeah, I am pasting. Yes, this is the link that I have just sent to you. You guys can connect with me over there. And if you need to talk to someone, you can just go on the website. There is this helpline number. You can just call over there. शतांशु, स्क्वायर रूट जो चीज़ें डिविडेंड पे होती हैं वही चीज़ें रिमाइंडर पे होती हैं, डिवाइजर पे नहीं होती. दैट्स द ओनली थिंग. Something shirt culling. I'll just tell you the brand. It is from West Side. Go to any West Side showroom and you will get this. Bye bye.